Michigan versus Noah Kane, 25-02612.
Anna Buckingham for the people requesting to practice under 8.120 under the supervision of Assistant Prosecutor Fortuna Gill.
Question granted.
Morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Kane, who's standing to my right.
Mr. Kane was scheduled for a jury trial today. I see that people are moving to nolly this in the interest of justice.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
The people are moving to do this without prejudice, so they do have the right to reissue this against you. Do you understand that? Do
Yes.
you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Get your copy, just a moment. Thank you. People of the state of Michigan versus Trisha Daniels, 25-02849. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people. Assistant Public Defender Justice Straub on behalf of Ms. Tricia Daniels, who is not made it to the court, Your Honor. She was urgently on the way. She had to drop her children off at school this morning.
On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Durante Gates, 25-01987. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Gates, who's standing to my right.
Mr. Gates was scheduled today for jury trial. I believe this is the priority file. Are we ready to proceed
The
today?
people are, Your Honor.
I believe we are, Your Honor.
Any preliminary matters before we alert that a jury is being called in?
Not from the people.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe there may be a preliminary matter regarding something on the exhibit list from the people.
From the people? What is that?
They've listed on their exhibit list a series of text messages between the complaining witness and a third party. I don't believe that has anything to do with the underlying charge. I believe that is information that they were intending to use for the bond violation. I don't believe it has any purpose or relevance to the underlying charge.
Your Honor, the people don't intend to introduce the text messages. I apologize if that was included. We only plan to introduce body worn camera footage, photographs, images of the alleged victim in this case.
Sounds good. Since you're just the issue. Any other matters?
Not from the people.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, you stay tight. We'll call you when the jury is here.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is the matter of the state of Michigan versus Robin Dexter Wicks, 25-03567. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people. Assistant Public Defender Justice Straub on behalf of Ms. Dexter Wicks, who is approaching the fence.
Okay, Miss Robin Dexter Wicks was supposed to be here today for a final pretrial on assault and battery. It looks like it was a bond violation.
Your Honor, the people will be nollying this case due to non-appearance of a necessary witness. The people are also unable to proceed with the bond violation due to
It's not
that.
even been arraigned on the bond violation.
Is this the, some, the assault battery issue.
That's what I thought. Mr. Wicks, the alleged victim, is in warrant status in this court. So I'm gonna arraign her on the bond violation. I will not be entering a nolly of this case. We got someone in warrant status. That's why they're not appearing to court. I have a violation here alleging Ms. Dexter Wicks that after being arraigned on the alleged underlying assault and battery November 26th, that you had contact, it's like Mr. Cody Wicks, which is a name that I recognize. He is on warrant status before me. And that on or about December 21st, at approximately 0600 hours, that the police were dispatched to the address of 1301 Hillcrest because Mr. Wicks contacted indicating that you were present in violation of a no contact order, that you were refusing to leave, and that you were engaging in assaultive or threatening behavior. So you do have the right to have a contested hearing on that violation. You have the right to be represented by counsel at that hearing. If you're found to be in violation of your bond conditions, your bond can be revoked. You could be sentenced to also contempt of court for the violation, maximum penalty 90 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You might go to the violation. I'm gonna have this reset. I'm gonna have to send LPD to go pick him up when you want.
The jury trial, March 31st.
March 31st at what time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
At 31st or 20st?
31st? Okay, and that's will be the reset date also for the final plea trial. I'm gonna remind you of the no contact order. You don't have to have contact directly or indirectly with Cody Wicks. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like. Mr. Wicks lives at the Hillcrest address.
No, we've been evicted, ma'am. Nobody's there now. He's at the Lansing City Rescue Mission and I am in between motels and wherever.
Okay, you're not to be within 2,000 feet of wherever he lives, works, or goes to school, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
It's not from the people. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, may I approach?
On what matters?
On a few details.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
On a few,
Give me a moment. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Juan Kramer, 25-031998.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Kramer, who is approaching counsel table with me now.
Mr. Kramer is scheduled today, and this is for a jury trial and a bond violation. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the people are prepared to continue with the bond violation.
We're not prepared to continue with the trial?
We are also prepared to continue with the
Oh,
trial if
okay.
necessary.
Okay, and he's prepared to continue with the trial?
I believe so, Your Honor. I've advised him this is likely to be adjourned because of the priority trial happening today, but otherwise, yes.
There is a priority trial happening, so we cannot run your trial today. So we gotta get you an next court date.
April 7th at 8 a.m.
April 7th at 8 a.m. You say you are prepared to do the bond violation today?
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would just request that it be set along with the trial date.
So what does that do? The jury doesn't make a decision on that, correct?
No, Your Honor.
Have a seat, we'll run your bond violation while we're waiting for the jury to come today.
Just clarify, Your Honor, is it April 28th?
The 7th of April.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay. I think that was the last one that was scheduled for jury trial today. You said you have some final pre-trials that's what these are for, the final pre-trials?
One of them is a pretrial, one is a final pretrial.
Okay, we did that still, yes. State of Michigan versus David Portis, 25-03527.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Your name, sir?
David Porter.
You have an attorney?
No.
It's David Portis, third, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This matter was,
Your Honor, I have
I-
Ms. Straub with him.
I was gonna say, it tells me that you do have an attorney. Let's see.
This is a public defender on behalf of Mr. Davis.
Why didn't you know, take your hands off your pocket? Why didn't you know you had an attorney?
I don't know her name, but I haven't talked to her.
I didn't ask you, did you know her name? Actually, did you have an attorney? You never talked to her?
I've talked to her, I think, twice.
So why didn't you know you had an attorney?
I said public defenders.
You know what a public defender is?
Yeah, I know her.
They're an attorney
Alright.
that represents you. People who can't afford their own attorney in a criminal matter. I asked you if you had an attorney, you told me no. But you do have an attorney.
So there was a misunderstanding.
Okay, okay. Final pretrial. Child abuse, fourth, and domestic violence. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the people do have their necessary witness here. I believe we're setting for trial.
April 7th at 8 a.m.
April 7th at 8 a.m. for jury trial. Do you have any questions for the court today? Any additional matters for the record?
Not from the people.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You're all set, so we'll get you a notice for your for the next court date. Mr. Goodall's in custody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do we have witnesses here for Goodall? State of Michigan versus Anthony Goodall, 24-03106.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Straub on behalf of Mr. Anthony Goodall, who is here via Polycom or Zoom.
Okay, again, it's a final pre-trial for breaking and entering. Is the witness here?
Your Honor, the people will be nollying this case due to non-appearance.
Okay, this case will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Goodall, do you have any questions for the court? You're all set. Thank you. State of Michigan versus Avani Stitt, 25-03584. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Stitt, who's approaching council table now.
Stitt has a final pre-trial today. This is for aggravated assault. There's a victim here.
Yes, she is, Your Honor. The people plan to proceed to trial. There is no offer at this time.
You say at this time as if that's going to change?
There is no offer,
Oh,
period.
okay, so we can continue to trial?
Yes, Your
So,
Honor.
Your Honor.
April 7th at 8 a.m.
April 7th at 8 o'clock in the morning is your scheduled date for jury trial. Do you have any questions at this time? Clearly not the priority case number, because I think I just set one older than that for trial. So you stay in contact with your attorney. She'll have more information closer to that date about whether or not yours is likely to run that date, okay? Okay. We'll get you a notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Not from the people.
No, it's fine.
Thank you. State of Michigan versus Juanito Webb, 25-03290. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
I believe that's Ms. Straub. Yes, I got you.
On behalf of Mr. Juanito Webb, who is standing to my right.
The web was scheduled today that the final 3 charges for the police officer assault, resistive, sharping, and trespass. It's like the last court they need was. In court. It looks like the officer is going to plead guilty to the trespass. The people will dismiss the remaining.
That's correct, Your Honor.
You want to accept that, Mr. Webb? Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury. You can put your hand down. Okay, you have the right in this matter to proceed to trial and the right to jury trial. You are innocent until proven guilty. You can maintain your innocence and require the prosecutor prove each element of the charge or charges being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those rights? You have the right to remain silent at trial. They cannot use the silence against you. You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness called to testify against you. The right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf. The right to waive silence and take the stand at your own trial and present your own defense. You understand that? And you wish to give up each of those rights to plead guilty to trespass. Anyone threatening you to do that? Any promises if you plead guilty to trespass? Are you on probation or on parole? Okay, you understand that by pleading guilty, it could result in conviction that you may need to report to either a current employer or put it on a future job application. It also could have impact on where you can travel or get immigration status. You understand that? As to the charge of trespass, how do you plead? Is that because you believe you're guilty? Factual basis.
Mr. Webb, on or about October 28th, 2025, were you at 1213 Center Street in Lansing, Michigan? Is that located within Ingham County?
We can't hear any of your responses.
Yeah,
And at that location, were you asked to leave the premises? And did you refuse to leave the premises?
I asked if I could leave in the morning.
So you asked if you could leave in the morning?
I don't want to.
Okay.
So did you not leave upon being requested?
I didn't get to finish myself.
What is that address?
1213 Center Street is a alleyway, Your Honor. It is behind, I think, some buildings. I'm not sure if they're residential buildings or industrial.
Okay, what were you doing over there?
Just sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yeah, when I get up in the morning, I just gather all my stuff, make sure everything's clean, and I go about it.
Okay, and so police arrived, asked you to move or leave?
Yeah, somebody, I don't know, didn't like me for some reason. Tried to pop me.
Okay, and so you asked if you could leave in the morning
Yeah, just-
and then you were taken into custody?
yes.
Just for asking that question? No. I need a little bit more. Now, did you curse at the officers?
No, I talked cordially, respectfully, and then I got a little bit heated, I'm not gonna.
When they asked you to leave, you,
I try to explain them very politely, respectfully, because, I slept there before, I never caused any problems, I make sure my area is clean. I don't give them any reason why they don't want me there. Some of the locals are actually very nice to me, good evening, good morning. I only stand.
is this a private alleyway or something?
I didn't even know it was. I didn't know.
I'm not, that's what the
It
system.
just got thrown at me out of nowhere.
What got thrown at you out of nowhere?
The trespassing private property. Otherwise, if it would have been a sign there or something, I would have been staying there. I stayed there peacefully. I never caused any problems.
Okay, okay, so if the officer were here to testify, he would have the same story you said that, because you know he wears a body cam, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that he asked you to leave, you just said, can I leave in the morning, and they just took you into custody?
Some of the audio was cutting. I watched it.
Some of what audio was cutting out?
It was kind of scrambled.
But that's not what I'm asking you. Your officer's gonna testify to the same thing that you're saying?
I don't trust no officers.
That's not what I asked you.
I hope that's what it says. I mean, I could get caught up in a moment. I can't remember every nitpicky thing, but I know I tried to be
You
nice
can't remember everything? Why not?
because that was quite a while ago. But I did
It
talk.
wasn't that long ago. Were you under the influence of anything when this happened?
I was just a little bit tired. It took me like an hour to set that up. And I had like 2 pieces of cardboard and I was trying to block the wind off. I would have thrown all those back in the bin and I had a tarp and I pulled that real nicely. And like I said, you can't even tell anybody who's going to sleep in there. And I was ready to leave next week. I was just waiting for paperwork because I live actually in California, but something happened out there. So I came back here to visit my old man and get my social security, my driver's license and birth certificate. And it just for some reason that night happened to be a special night.
Okay, so when the officers asked you to leave, is it true that you told them that you don't give a fuck whose property it was?
No, I never said that.
You never said that?
I don't believe I said
Oh.
it.
When the officers asked you to leave, did you ask them why did you have to go?
I asked if I could leave in.
No, but I asked you, did you ask them why did you have to go?
Kind of because I told them like I'm cleaning cords around. I'm respectful of my area.
Okay,
And
and
that was it.
did they explain to you why you had to go?
I don't know. Not really. They just said I had to go because it's trespassing private property. It just got thrown at me, and so that's when I asked like, well, can I please at least leave in the morning because it took me so long to put this stuff up.
Did you ask them who called on you?
That guy, I don't know who he was. He was just some random person. I don't
No,
know.
I'm asking you if you asked the officers who called them on you.
No, I never asked him about who called me. I just know the guy was just.
What guy?
I don't know. I don't know who he was. He's just some random.
So there was another person there?
Yeah, I don't know what his deal was. I tried to tell him, it's like, listen, Hal, I know, like, I don't want to be sleeping in an alleyway. I don't want to be sleeping on a cement slab, but please just like let me stay here for just like at least next week, not causing any problems. And I apologize. You see me the way you do, but just please, if you don't mind, it took me like an hour to set this up. I'll leave in the morning.
This is what you said to the other person?
Yeah, I said it to both the guy and the police officer.
Factual base, any further factual base? I have enough now.
No, Your Honor.
You didn't say just, can I leave tomorrow? You thought it was a negotiation, sir, after being asked to leave.
I mean, it was okay. I love it every morning, you know.
I recognize that that's what you tend to do.
Yeah, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not disputing that.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
What I'm saying is that once the officer told you had to leave, what it's apparent to me is that you tried to negotiate not leaving. And so that doesn't now constitute a trespass, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's just, I've been in a situation before where some officers are pretty, you know what I mean, they're well
They
understandable.
have discretion in certain circumstances. Don't know that they have discretion on private property to let you stay there. So if the owner or the manager says he's gotta go, the officers can't let you stay there. Okay?
Sorry.
That, you don't owe me an apology. But hopefully you have other arrangements for where you're gonna go from this point out. No other factual basis from the prosecutor.
No, we're satisfied.
Thank you. The court satisfied the factual basis. I'll accept your plea, preferring your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. I'll give him credit for 1 day. You're all set, sir.
Have a great day. Thank you. That's all right.
Okay, State of Michigan versus Martin Benson, 20-03538, appearances.
Talking here for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Benson, who is approaching council table now. And if I may approach with advice of rights, I believe you've already been given a plea sheet.
The offer, it looks like, is for him to plead guilty to an amended charge of operating while visibly impaired. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct.
Do you want to accept that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is in the rights of plea information sheet, and that's your signature.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've gone over these rights with your attorney.
Correct.
You understand all of these rights.
Yes.
And you're willing to give all of these rights up so that you can plead guilty to the amended charge.
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone threatening you to give these rights up?
No.
Any promises for you to give these rights up?
No.
So you understand that you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, your right to take this to jury trial, your right to have the prosecutor prove each element of the charge beyond a reasonable doubt, your right to be silent at any trial and not have that be used against you, your right to question by or through your attorney any witness called to testify against you, and your right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf, correct? You're not on probation or parole, correct?
No.
You understand that pleading guilty could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your current job or on a future job application.
Yes, ma'am.
It also could have impact on travel or immigration status.
Yes.
As to the amended charge of operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Natural basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Benson, is it true that on or about June 27th of 2020, you were driving a vehicle on or near West Holmes Road?
Correct.
Is that in the city of Lansing, Eaton County, Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that you were driving that vehicle after having consumed some alcohol?
Yes.
And do you believe that your driving that day was impaired by that consumption of alcohol?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
We're satisfied with the factual basis.
The court is also satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be free, voluntarily and intelligently made. Let's see. Is this a reissue?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I think it's just, I don't know if it was inactive for a few years, but I still have it as a 2020 case number, so I don't believe it was a reissue.
Yeah, it was signed by the judge in 2020. I don't know why we're just now. CCH case.
I haven't got to.
Yeah, we can have it. Let's see, is Joshua Vogel here? State of Michigan versus Joshua Vogel, 25-02932, appearance please.
Anna Buckingham for the people. Assistant Public Defender Justice Stroud on behalf of Mr. Joshua Vogel, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Vogel is scheduled today for a pretrial. This is for a domestic violence charge. Are we extending an offer at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. People have no objection to 7694A status.
Plead guilty to the charge, and they're not objecting to you being sentenced to a term of probation with a special status. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, how does he want to proceed?
We would like to proceed to final pretrial, Your Honor.
March 3rd at 8 a.m. March 3rd, 8 a.m. in person at the court, okay, sir? We're gonna get you a jury trial as well.
April 7th at 8 a.m.
April 7th, 8 a.m. is your scheduled jury trial date at this time, okay? We'll get you a notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Not from the people.
Bond and no contact order will continue. Did Ms. Daniels appear?
Yes, you did.
Okay, State of Michigan versus Tricia Daniels, 25-03372. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people. Assistant Public Defender Justice Stroud on behalf of Mr. Daniels, who is standing to my right.
Ms. Daniels. 3 times. Okay, there was an animals abandoning cruelty that was supposed to be scheduled for a jury trial today. Why weren't you here at 8 o'clock?
Because I have to drop my kids off at school.
But you need to have jury trial.
I mean, I can't drop them off any earlier than.
We can't call it a jury later. When you don't comply with court orders, you sit in jail until we can get the matter resolved. Is that in the best interest of your children? So you've got to make a decision. What are we doing here? Because you can't come in at 9 o'clock and then we figure out a jury, we don't get to call in a jury after 9. That's why it's set for 8. You're supposed to be here at 8. You have to make other arrangements for your children, or you're gonna have to bring them with you because you have a pending criminal matter. Are we still continuing the trial?
Yes, sir.
You've got to be here at 8 o'clock. April 7th. Give me another date because I already know this one's not gonna go. It would. Oh. 2/8, 2/5, 2/8. What's the oldest one? Okay, this will be the priority file, April 7th, 8 a.m. in the morning. What's going on with file number 25-03372 and 73, which is the dog licensing matters?
Not received any materials, Your Honor.
One of them is contested, Your Honor. We argue or assert that one of the dogs was indeed licensed. I think Sanders can present that. The other dog is underage, and so she's not yet been able to obtain the license for the younger dog because it was not eligible for rabies shot.
Well, that just requires documentation being shown to the prosecution on both. Why hasn't that happened? You have the documentation today?
Your Honor, I will say one of those charges for that specific dog is also a charge on the jury trial, so I'm not sure.
Actually, I can test that.
You have 2 separate files.
That count has been dropped.
Yeah, no, it's just totally different. We have 2 separate files. I'm dealing with file number ending in 72 and 73, which is not scheduled for jury trial.
And if we could reset this matter, I do believe we might be able to select the.
I'm waiting for the prosecutor to confirm. Are you alleging that the dog that was named in the file number ending in 49 is similar to one of these other dogs?
Your Honor, I believe that my predecessor may not have something on I'm being told that one of those charges was nollied, so therefore I'm gonna withdraw what I said. And I don't have any information about this new, which dog it is without documentation, so I would also agree that if we could have an adjournment.
What was nollied?
The unlicensed dog from
The 02849 file, the jury trial file.
Sorry, Denali.
Documentation was provided to Jeffrey Billabay. I do believe in his transition, he failed to complete that.
I have no documentation regarding Anali in general.
But you do have documentation that was supposed to be nollied?
In previous discussions. Ms.
I don't
Candace-
doubt the representation. I just don't have any notes to comment on it.
And your belief is it's supposed to be nollied because of what reason?
Because we did have a license, Your Honor. We were able to present the license to Jeffrey Billabay. I am under the impression that he made a note in the system indicating that he intended to nolly that case. And that comes from a previous discussion with Ms. Buckingham as well as Mr. Martinez at an earlier docket day.
This is for the animal named Cheese.
Correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Buckingham, you don't have any records of this?
Your Honor, there are multiple. One moment, I'm going to check another file to make sure we're talking about the same.
Maybe pre-trial on 7/2 and 7/3.
All right, I did find the note on a different file. We have not leave the unlicensed in that case, if that is.
Not only that, you need to.
Need to, okay, the people will not leave the unlicensed.
February 24th. Sorry, February 24th at 10 will be the reset on the file number ending in 7/2 and 7/3. That's where you need to bring proof either that the dog is licensed and or underage. I'm gonna get a print of Nolly right there, right now, so they can take care of the Nolly on this. And I would imagine that if the dog was underage, you just needed to show that it was underage. She has a warrant for another dog at large. There's a warrant file. No license in this. And then we gave you the trial date on that one. And you can have a seat while he pulls the other file that you have a warrant on. Another dog license case. Or dog at large, I'm sorry. It's a dog at large. Is Colin Walker here?
He's on Zoom, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Actually, we have the case right now, Ms. Straub. State of Michigan versus Trisha Daniels. This is 25-03614. Appears for this record, please.
Buckingham for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Justice on behalf of Mr. Daniels. Who's name is my right.
Okay, looks like Ms. Daniels was supposed to be here for a arraignment back on the 23rd of December and did not appear. This is for the allegation of November 25th, 2025 at approximately 2:16 p.m. at the area of 1202 Parkview Avenue, that there was a dog at large. Describes it as a Yoshiyaho black brown brindle male, approximately 6 months, ran at large on or about November 24th. Around 1440 hours. So again, you have the right to have an attorney represent you. This is a criminal violation, and you have the right to proceed to trial, the right to jury trial, and the right to the presumption that you're innocent until proven guilty. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you at the expense of the public. I'm assuming you're requesting public defender on this one as well. Court's gonna enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. We're gonna set this for a pre-trial.
Same day, February 24th at 10.
What day?
February 24th at 10.
February 24th at 10. That's when her other cases were, right? Yeah. Which is the same date as your other cases, okay? Let's see. So the address on Parkview, is that an apartment or a house? I would imagine that if you were able to provide evidence that it's a proper gating or secure mechanism, that you can bring that day as well to help negotiate a plea on that, on the dog at large, okay? Do you have any questions at this time? Any additional matters for the record?
Not from you guys.
Nothing further. Thank you.
Oh, let me give her a copy of this number. Record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Colton Walker, 24-03618. Appearance, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Aaron Schroeder, stepping in briefly for assigned counsel Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, here.
Mr. Walker was scheduled today for a retrial on assault and battery. Was there an offer yet?
There is, Your Honor. We are offering disorderly person jostling.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, Mr. Walker wants to consider that offer. We'd ask this matter, however, be set for final pre-trial.
March 3rd at 8 a.m. March 3rd, 8 a.m. You must appear in person for final pretrial.
March 3rd, 8 a.m.
That's correct.
All right,
April
thank you.
14th.
Wait, number.
Jury trial is going to be April 14th. You must appear in person for that, okay?
So there's two.
There's two. You have one as a final pretrial and then one is a jury trial.
May I write down the dates really fast?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You said March 3rd, 8 a.m.
Correct.
And then the next one.
31st. Do you say 30? I put March 30. March 31st.
Okay.
When I write that down?
Sorry.
And then what was the next one, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
I definitely did that. It's actually March 31st.
Oh, March 31st. Okay.
Correct. And
then
then
what was the
the April 14th.
Okay. And then I need to appear for both of these.
Yes, in person.
Okay. And then
It is.
what court and what is the time for the other one?
They're both at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You're in 54A District Court and I'm Judge Simmons.
For a district Judge Simmons. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have any other questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you going to fill in on her for Mr. Benson?
Yeah, I can do that. Mr. Benson, did you
He
please?
took a plea.
That's right.
However, I pulled this CCH to see if I could go to immediate sentence.
If the court is inclined to go toward immediate sentencing, I don't.
Yeah, that's on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Benson. And the reason for the immediate sentencing is a 2020 case. And I got a criminal history. You only have one other conviction from over 2 years ago. 10 years ago, that is. So. This is its fines and costs.
Thank you. Is that, sorry.
But I don't know if there's OWI cost recovery on this.
No, Your Honor.
That is something he can, if there the fines and costs of.
I'm gonna tell him in just a moment. I'm just checking to make sure that I don't have a LPD form in here for cost recovery.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
I don't see one. Fine is $300 plus a $75 crime victim right and $50 state minimum cost. What are you gonna make payment on that, sir? It's a total of $425. $425. How much you paying next month?
$50.
What are you gonna pay? You're gonna pay $50 a month until paid in full. Is that what you're suggesting?
That's fine.
Okay, a month from today would be March 3rd. And you'll pay $50 per month until paid in full. Do you have any questions about where you make payments?
No.
Any additional matters for the record?
Any people, not the time.
You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care.
What's going on with Nikita, man? Let's see if she's here for a show. Willie Green, is that who's sitting in jail?
Yeah.
To Willie Green, on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Willie Green in 25-02421. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Green was. This is the son, Mr. Green. This is the one we're looking for right here. Yeah, this is senior who every single time we have this young man here. Mr. We're looking for you, sir.
What year were you born, sir?
217 or 80.
Thank you. Mr. Green, that's on the Polycom, you're free to go.
Yes, ma'am.
They never know what they record for him. They just do it.
It's okay. I have my once monthly check-in and chat with the younger Mr. Green.
That's good. I mean, okay.
Every time I log in. Sir? Yeah, I know I'm the wrong one. I just thought I'd say hi to you. All right, Mr. Green. Good luck to you.
Okay, today was the day scheduled for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report that was prepared on the 28th of January. You got a copy of that, counsel?
I did.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are we making corrections, updates, or deletions?
I believe there's a mild correction, Your Honor, in the employment section. It indicated at the time of the interview, he'd lost employment a couple of weeks ago. He did get himself in with Personnel World. They have found a job for him at Night Tracks. He'll be working there 40 hours a week for the foreseeable future. He's going to keep his probation officer updated with any changes in that, as well as proof of that current employment.
What's Night Tracks?
What do they do?
It's a factory out of Mason.
What would you be doing there?
I'm still waiting for them to do.
Oh, you haven't started yet.
No, I have not started yet.
Okay, any other updates?
No corrections from the people.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
We can make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did review this report with Mr. Green. There are some fair concerns with the probation officer here, and Mr. Green acknowledges that he is a person who has struggled on and off in his life with substance, which is why part of the agreement here in the plea negotiation was to complete outpatient counseling. He's absolutely willing to comply with that. He thinks it would do him some good. He did talk to me a little bit, and I believe it was referenced in the report here that he did a time at Bear River. He did 30 days there last July. He thinks it did him a lot of good, so he's eager to get back into counseling, the outpatient counseling here, to continue his path and his growth towards gaining permanent sobriety. It is something he's eager to achieve in his life, and he knows it's something that he's struggling with right now. You know, I would ask the court to consider, rather than the 14 months of probation, the even year for him. As we kind of referenced, he is struggling financially. Probation can be a financial burden for people, and he's fully willing to take advantage of what it can do for him, but he's also trying to balance it with the financial cost of it. So I would ask the court to consider that slightly shorter term of probation. In addition, Your Honor, the report recommends both a scram tether for 90 days and the random testing. I would ask the court to not enter the random testing until after the scram period is ended, since again, they do the same thing and they are cost prohibitive for him if he's paying for both at the same time unnecessarily. Thank you.
Did you find one in the statement?
You don't have to, this is the time if you want to make a statement. You can talk about feelings about the case or anything about your sentencing. You don't have to say anything wrong. You can choose to say anything.
Can I, sorry, please, can I get the just for the scram tether, try to get my employment under control. In order, then I have no problem with going to work once I get my financials together.
That's all you want to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will review the pre-sentence report and the recommendation. I think it's appropriate with the circumstances. That was your son that was on? That's unfortunate. Looks like there was an example set by you. You're young, so your child must be young. Yeah, so it's not too late to show him how to change.
I'm 24.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna put you on a term of 12 months probation. While on probation, you will wear scram tether for 90 days. I will note that there will not be any additional testing required while on scram tether. And that can be paid for through the millage fund if you qualify, okay? While on probation, you're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. I am going to continue the no contact order. Again, between you and Isaac Green. You're not to be in any bars or nightclubs. You're not to purchase or possess firearms, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. I am going to order that you participate in intensive outpatient treatment. You also are going to be required to participate in domestic violence treatment, okay? You're going to obtain and maintain employment and provide verification of that to your probation officer. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, there's a $30 per month oversight fee for each month of probation. $75 crime victim rights fee plus a $50 statement on cost, all will be assessed. You have the right to the or an option of making monthly payments on that. And I recognize right now finances are a concern. But you're gonna be on tether for the first 3 months. You should be working by then. And then the expectation is that you'll be making payments monthly after that, okay? After you've started working, you need to be making monthly payments. Do you have any questions about that? Okay, I'll waive discretionary fines and costs. All right, so the advice and rights for probation. That's the advice and rights for probation. I'm going to provide you with this advice and rights of probation. You are not actually eligible to request early discharge from probation because you are on a term of probation for domestic violence. I am going to give you credit for the 2 days that you served. In the jail and suspend the remaining balance of 91 days upon successful completion of your probation, okay? Okay, you're gonna go downstairs, you're gonna check in with probation before you leave here today. So they can make sure they have accurate information for you. You might wanna give them a heads up that there's a junior that's commonly confused with you so that they're aware as well, okay? Or the third. He's the fourth, you're the third.
You're third. Okay. Sorry, I had you in my sister's junior.
else want to add for the record?
Not from the people.
Nothing further.
You're all set, thank you. Is Ramon Jones here?
Mr. Chairman, he's out in the hallway with some paperwork he was just showing me.
What about Kevin Kemp? Kevin Kemp here?
Kevin Kemp.
State of Michigan versus Ramon Jones, 25-02192.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you Mr. Ramon Jones? Okay, this was set for show cause because you owe $325.
Yes, ma'am. I've been paying every month.
You've been paying what?
You know, that they asked me, was at 425, I'm paying every month, so
How much you been paying?
25, that's good.
I don't know why they set for show cause.
I did came yesterday and paid that every first and second, I've been paying.
Would you like to see this, Your Honor?
I have no idea why they set this for show cause.
Would you like this copy
Who's
of this?
who's KB? Okay. We have the system. He said he has been paid every month.
It's on here.
I don't know why they set this for show cause. We've got to ask Caitlin. Why she set this for show cause. Okay. It was a visiting judge's handwriting, that's why I can't work here, but apparently it says in here, he's supposed to be paying $25 a week, not a month. That's what it says. $25 per week, beginning the first Friday.
I thought you said. Something.
Okay. Is that not something you're able to do?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're able to do what, sir? Because it looked like you did make a payment of 75 once.
After court.
Okay. And your last payment was when?
Yesterday.
Okay, I just changed it, so you'll pay $25 per month by the second of the month, okay? You're all set. We did not see Kim. The state of Michigan versus Nikita Mans, 24L2878761. It might be some different information. Ms. Mans?
Yes,
Okay, it looks like you have a show cause because you were supposed to be paying $25 a month beginning the 5th of December. And by the 5th day of each month. And so it says you owe $175, which means you never made any payments.
I lost my job because I was in the hospital with my son, and I was planning on paying it this month with my income taxes. So I didn't have any income. I don't have any income right now. I was gonna pay it full when I got my taxes.
Okay, so you think you'll be able to pay it in 30 days?
Yes,
Okay, I'll reset this out for that purpose, okay?
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I made a fatal error and I will.
You're free to go.
Okay.
Is Trina Bean here?
Trina Bean?
I don't want to go on a walk with Mr. Garcia. Let's see, Bean's not here, we'll issue a bench warrant.
That's up for 10 more minutes, just so you don't.
Oh, she's not.
No, not till 10.
All right, we're early. Mr. Garcia, who's representing him?
Garcia.
Mr. Garcia's down the street.
Are you?
Straw.
Is that, yeah,
He's down the street though. He might be on his way here because he's on a walk. He's literally down the street.
He said he would be outside.
Well, he's got 10
Just in
minutes. He can come up. He can come up.
Oh, just in case Zoom didn't work, so.
We'll just wait for him to come inside.
Okay.
Are we ready on the PA 53?
Your Honor, I made a fatal error and I have to take complete responsibility. I let that witness go. That is completely my fault, not Miss Buckingham's, a complete misunderstanding. And I'm very sorry to the court for it, but we would need to request an adjournment now at this time. I went to go catch him. I was unable to.
I think obviously I'm gonna request a dismissal, Your Honor.
It's in the court that we're not to request a dismissal because they released a witness without my permission. I think that that's their error, not the court. This is Mr.
100%.
Kramer, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I gotta find the prosecution in contempt. That they release my, someone's gotta be found in contempt today.
That would be correct, Your Honor. I'd be willing to take it.
key number yet. I'll take it.
Violation allegedly occurred in October. Dismiss the violation.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I give him his notice to appear for trial and release him?
That's on the 7th of
April.
April, but he is not the priority case, correct?
Understood. Right. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Garcia is coming upstairs. He wants us to see him down the elevator.
I saw it.
You should advise Mr. Garcia. We do have to arraign him on a new case. Well, Jahan, is that how we pronounce that? Jawan is here. Who's representing him? Can you start your video?
Yeah, I'm okay. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Gates, I never go to the jury instructions. How about that? Okay, Jawan Rice, State of Michigan versus Jawan Rice. This is a 25-02985 appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Justice Strauss on behalf of Mr. Juan Rice, who is here via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Rice has a domestic violence charge. Was there an offer yet?
There is not, Your Honor. We would ask to continue to final pretrial.
No objection.
March 24th at 8 a.m. And jury trial, April 14th.
We have a final pretrial in person at the court. Mr. Rice is gonna be March 24th, 8 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Then you have a jury trial that's currently scheduled for April 14th. Also 8 o'clock in the morning in person at the court, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions?
Yes. I have multiple. I've never had a domestic dispute with this person.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask you to not go on the record with any facts about your case, okay?
Okay.
Let me talk to you in a breakout room.
That didn't sound like a question anyway, so that sounded like a statement. Do you have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am.
Okay, did you want him to hang tight to talk to you?
Yes, please.
Okay, hang tight. We'll put you in a breakout room with your attorney in just a moment. Looks like Mr. Garcia is in the hallway.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Jabraylon Chandler.
Yes, ma'am, that's me.
Who's representing Mr. Chandler?
You ready for Mr.?
That's me, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. He's on Zoom. I don't know if you needed to speak to him.
Okay.
You ready with Mr. Garcia? Ms. Straub? You ready with Mr. Garcia?
Yes.
On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Juan Garcia, 25-03734. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people. Assistant Public Defender Justice Strauss on behalf of Mr. Juan Garcia, who is standing to my right.
I also have people of the state of Michigan versus Juan Garcia. This is 26-00208. He needs to be arraigned on this one. Let's see. And then the new one, it's a domestic violence alleging that on or about October 13th, 2025 at 226 Lahoma Street, Lansing, Michigan, that you allegedly committed the act of an assault or assault battery upon an Alicia Marie Castilla, who was your spouse, and that this was done contrary to MCL 750.81. It's a misdemeanor, maximum penalty 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, and a consecutive sentence may be imposed under the law if the assault was committed in a place of confinement. You understand the charge there and the maximum penalty. You have the right to counsel. You do have a public defender representing you in your other matter. You have the right to have an attorney represent you in the new one as well. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, you can make a request to have the public defender's office appointed at the expense of the public. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, anything you put in writing can be used against you. You have the right to plead guilty, plead not guilty, or stand mute. If you stand mute, the matter will continue to jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, the right to require the prosecutor to prove your guilt at jury trial by proving each element of the charge of domestic violence beyond a reasonable doubt. You can be silent at trial and not have it be used against you. You have the right to question or cross-examine through your attorney any witness called to testify against you, and the right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf and present evidence at trial that you believe show a defense to the charge of domestic violence. Do you understand each of those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about any of those rights? Is he requesting the public defender on this one? Yes, Your Honor. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. On the matter that he appears for today, which was a pre-trial of 25-03734. Is there an offer?
No, there is no offer currently. We would ask to move to final pretrial.
No objection, Your Honor.
March 24th at 8 a.m.
It's the same victim. It's the same victim. Like you do. We're gonna set both of them for final pretrial, I presume. Same victim.
Yes, Your Honor.
March 24th, sir.
Yes, at 8 a.m. and then jury trial April 14th at 8 a.m.
Okay, you'll have a final pretrial in person at the court, March 24th, 8 a.m. in the morning, and then April 14th, both matters will be set for jury trial. A bond on the new file, $500 personal recognizance with the no contact order. You're not to contact Ms. Alicia Castillo directly or indirectly. You understand that?
Yeah.
Not to be within 2,000 feet of wherever she lives, works, or goes to school. You understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about bonds?
No.
Not to possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind, not to travel outside the state without prior approval of the court, and not to use drugs or alcohol without a valid prescription. Any additional matters for the record?
Not from the people.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Well, you'll hang tight for your notice to appear, okay? Thank you. Okay, and then, let's see, we're all gonna talk to Mr. Rice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on to Zoom right now.
So, did Miss Schroeder log in to speak to somebody?
Yeah,
Chandler?
yeah.
You ready to go on Chandler?
Just real
Oh.
quickly confirm the prosecutor.
Sure.
She has it. This is just a speed test.
I don't know what I do with Shannon's files. Do I have Shannon's files? Like,
Yeah, you showed it some, you showed us to us.
No, I haven't.
Oh, I did. Can we put it in probably?
I think probably Sticker's okay with it.
I
But
don't
it is,
think it's.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good point.
Your Honor, can we pass the matter for a moment so that we can have one more confirmation of the detail?
You can take all the time you need.
That is
okay, cool. I should.
People are moved to dismiss Chandler.
Yes, Your Honor.
We don't know the citation. Mr. Chandler, you're all set.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Tina Bean here? No? No Bean? It's 10:30 and the dot, so. I sent the jury instructions for you all to forward.
Your Honor, did you just issue a bench warrant for me?
For me? No, I said it. I hadn't yet. I was wondering if Bean was here. No? No Bean?
I don't know if Miss Sutter is meeting with her, that was my concern. Yeah, I don't see Miss Sutter even.
Oh, yeah, I did not, I did call the hallway a moment ago. I'll see if I can confirm with her if she wants to. No,
No, Your Honor, she's, or Mrs. Sutter is not speaking with her either, so like.
Their meeting with Williams? No. Antoine Williams. What about Kendra Williams? No Kendra Williams?
So, Your Honor.
And Williams.
I know the Sutter's not speaking with her either.
Sounds good.
I will note I attempted contact with both of those individuals last week.
No response. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Ms. Sutter, Ms. Strop is meeting with Antoine Williams. And I saw Mr. Doyle. Is your client here? Yeah. Any communication? Oh, okay. Well, I'll bet you on. Looks like it's a pattern.
I'm hearing five.
Oh.
That didn't count.
Two. Mrs. Stroud. Mrs. Stroud.
Attorney Levine?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, how can I help you?
Adjusting volume. Here a second, hear you better.
How can I help you?
Hey, Your Honor. So I'm here this morning on Antoine Williams. I was just retained yesterday. I sent an appearance hours after I was retained, and I just called the clerks just to status check to see what if the hearing's still proceeding today.
Doesn't he having a lengthy meeting with the public defender today?
He's currently speaking with Ms. Strauss.
And he's been in the meeting room with the public defender for the last 30 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Then, I don't have a substitution.
Okay, and I didn't even know that the PDs was on it. I assumed they were. So I called yesterday just to inquire, and I didn't get anything back yet. So, okay. So if I could be allowed with the breakout room, I could talk to that PD and schedule an attorney sub, and then hopefully that problem won't happen again at the next hearing.
Offer was extended?
Yes, Your Honor. People are offering to leave the current charge, and we would agree to recommend credit for time served based on his federal sentence and would not ask for Mr. Williams to serve probation here due to federal supervision. Note that I believe he is set to be released from federal prison at the end of April.
When the jury is here. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Antoine Williams, 25-02657. Appearance, please.
Anna Buckingham for the people.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Attorney Barnett Levine on behalf of Antoine Williams.
I need your appearance because you're the one on, I don't have an appearance from him.
Assistant Public Defender Jessica Straub on behalf of Antoine Williams.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a pre-trial. Pre-trial was scheduled at 10:30. I think you've been discussing this matter at least for 30 minutes with him. My understanding has been an offer. Did he tell you that he hired an attorney?
Yes, he did.
Okay, and so I've not yet received a substitution of counsel. My understanding is that there's been an offer from the plead guilty credit time served, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so Mr. Levine, you need to file a substitution of counsel. I'll have this matter reset.
I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I would like to just proceed with my public defender because the counsel wasn't here on time. He didn't follow the proper procedures. So I would not like him as my attorney. I would like to proceed today.
Yeah, Your Honor, so if I could be briefly responsive since, he just said something open in court, if the court doesn't mind for a quick second.
Okay.
So first off, the idea of not finding the adequate paperwork, I filed an appearance. I didn't know that an attorney step was needed since I contacted the PD's office and I didn't get any contact back. Second, I logged on just after 10:30 and I wasn't brought in understandably since I wasn't linked to any of the cases that are on the record in light of not having the attorney sub, which requires a PD signature. With all that said, if the defendant wants to proceed, I was here, but I have no problem, no objection to him proceeding with the PDs. Seems like he wants to get credit for time served, no harm, no prejudice, and I'd gladly just log off.
Okay, I was on the bench up until about 20-30 minutes ago. There was no one in my waiting room when I left the bench, but I left the bench because Ms. Straub had already been in discussion in a private meeting room with Mr. Williams and came back to speak to the prosecutor and went back for further negotiations with Mr. Williams. So I don't know which courtroom you logged into, but it was not this one. So nonetheless, it's up to Mr. Williams if how he wants to proceed with his representation. He's stated here that he would like to continue with his representation by Ms. Straub. So I guess your services are not needed at this time, Mr. Levine.
Sure, and I appreciate that. And just to clarify that I did log on to the right Zoom hearing in case there was any issue. I did take a picture of the time frame and the Zoom hearing in case there would be any issue. Not that there's any issue with this courtroom, but just to ensure that I can affirm that I was here. Nonetheless, I'd gladly log on.
Please take pictures of them. Okay, you're all set.
No, I appreciate it. It appears I needed to. All right, thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
Okay, how do we want to proceed?
You're proceeding with the offer, Your Honor.
Is that correct, sir? You want to plead guilty to the charge? I understand it is this sentencing agreement for credit time served.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Okay, you have the right to take this matter to trial and maintain your innocence because you are presumed innocent until proven guilty. And you can require the prosecutor to prove your guilt by first having them prove each element of the charge of domestic violence beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to remain silent at any trial, not have silence be used against you, or you can waive silence and testify at your trial if you like. You have the right to subpoena witnesses that will testify on your behalf and present evidence at trial that show a defense to domestic violence. And lastly, you have the right to see, hear, or question or cross-examine any witness the prosecutor calls to testify against you. Do you have any questions about any of those rights?
No, ma'am.
And you're willing to give those rights up today?
Yes.
Anyone threatening you to get you to waive these rights and plead guilty to the charge?
No.
Any threats to get you to waive your rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you're currently in custody, federal custody until April?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you looking to plead guilty because you believe you are guilty?
Yes.
As to domestic violence, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis.
Mr. Williams, on or about September 1st of 2025, were you located at 337 Maloney Street in Lansing, Michigan?
Yes.
Is that location in Ingham County?
Yes.
And at that location, did you commit an assault and battery upon Ingracia Maria Carrasco?
Yes.
And that assault and battery, was it an offensive touching, an unwanted offensive touching? Did you touch her in a way she did not want you? Yes, did you touch her in a way she did not want you to?
All right, like, you mean like, probably like physically?
Hit her, strike her, push her?
How did you touch her, sir? How did you touch her?
I had grabbed her and hit her.
Okay, and that was not in self-defense, correct?
So, excuse me, ma'am?
Was that in self-defense?
No.
Mr. Williams, did you and Ms. Carrasco have a dating relationship?
Yes.
People are satisfied, Your Honor.
Any questions for you, Mr. Trump?
No, nothing.
And find the factual basis sufficient. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Looks like he was arraigned on a warrant back on December 1st, and there was a 10% bond, so credit time served. You're all set, sir.
Thank you. Will I be getting a paper for this?
You will not get one from me.
No.
Your Honor, do you need the plea sheet? No.
Go to the judge.
You're all set, Mr. Williams.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.